So Stuart, today was always going to be a kind of very important game, a bit of a crunch game for us, and we come out deserved 3-1 winners. You must be delighted. Your thoughts?
Yeah, we're over the moon in there, Brian. I think off the back of last week when we lose the 2 late goals, where I thought we thoroughly deserved to win the game. It's a sore one, but the guys responded this week well, trained well, spoke on Thursday night and were in good shape about us. And then you can see the goal early on. I thought we started the game sloppy, to be fair, and I thought Annan were right on top of the game and they probably take the lead, deservedly so, off the corner. But the response to that's outstanding in the first half, and I thought especially Craig Brown and Blair were outstanding and a real threat on the break. Balls down the side, Blair gets 2 goals, he could get another 2 goals. Craig gets his goals, so yeah, we're over the moon. It was a big challenge for us today and a big test for us. We spoke about that with the boys, how important the game was, and to secure the 3 points. And I thought we managed the game better second half than we have done some of these games. As we're all aware that late in games we've lost some goals, so delighted today to see over the line.
Yeah, and you talk about Craig Brown in particular. Obviously it was a change that you had to make, a couple of changes today through injuries. So it must have been a bit concerning for you, was it, to have to be kind of changing personnel around?
That's what you get a squad for, and Craig's waited patiently to get a shot. Sometimes he's not come on, and when he had come on in recent weeks, he's done well for us. We knew Owen was away, and we knew Kerr was out through injury from last week. So, but then we got a phone call this morning about Aidan not being well, so we'll have to shuffle it again, which we've had to do a few times this season. But that's what you get a squad for, and fair play to young Keir comes in and done well. We were short of height, we knew that going into the game, and we knew what a big threat they are, but we just didn't have any more height within us. So we went with that. We tried to pick a team that would be get us forward, pass the ball, and I thought that's what we've done. So I thought, considering the change we were to make, we knew the 2 of the changes anyway, so that was already in place for us, but we had to make that late changes just at 12 o'clock today with Aidan being out.
And do you think those changes maybe had a bearing or an impact on what you said, that we did seem to start a little bit sloppy, and what was a very important game for us?
Possibly, but they were a bit nervous. It doesn't matter, and I said after the game, if you've not won a game for a while, and same with myself, I've been here a long time, but you do get a bit nervy. It doesn't matter if you've played 700 games or you've played 7 games or 7 minutes. When we've not got over the line recently, you sometimes feel that. But I thought we managed the game really well with a good shape about us the last 10-15 minutes, and we limited them to a couple of crosses from outside the box, and had a couple of headers, but nothing clear cut, which was a very positive way to finish the game. So we're certainly a big result for us, we know that.
Yeah, and after that sort of kind of slow start, if you like, as you said, when after Annan scored, it seemed to kind of kick us into life, and you've touched on it already, but the partnership between Craig Brown and Blair seemed kind of electric and almost telepathic through that first half.
Yeah, we spoke about that during the week and that's the reason we played Blair up there. We just felt we still needed pace up there. We toyed with some other permutations, but we thought with that up there, Craig's got plenty of pace. So does Callum. Maybe playing a little bit of position on the right hand side, but does a shift for us. But the plan was to try and get Blair down the sides at the centre halves, and it worked a treat for us. Sometimes it worked for you, sometimes it don't, but it certainly worked in the first half. And he was certainly worthy of man of the match, and he got his goals.
So just special mention, I guess, for you made a number of changes in the second half, but one of them was Graham Webster that you brought on, who last week we all kind of left here and went to Dundee and enjoyed a great night out as part of his testimonial. Then it was great to see him being recognised in that way.
Yeah, very deserving of it. When you read his stats, I think he's his 6th all-time goal scorer and 5th all-time appearance within it. So the guy will go down as a club legend, there's no doubt about that, and we don't use that term loosely. So it was a great night to celebrate Webby. I thought last week was one of his better games when he came on, but sometimes it's difficult. But today I thought he was excellent when he came on, because ultimately he's playing out there against Aidan Smith, who's one of the best players in the league, and he limited him to very little within that. So, but no, it was a good night. Also on the back of the late goals, it maybe a wee bit flat sometime to start with, but once the guys got going, and thoroughly deserved for Webby, and I'm sure he's still got a big part to play for us in the future.
Okay. So looking forward after having back-to-back home games, it's on the road again next week to Steny.
Yeah, and I spoke during the week, and I said to us when we were speaking with the guys that we're unbeaten this calendar year away from home. In 90 minutes, yeah, we got beat from Queens in extra time, but actually now deep into March, so we're certainly happy enough travelling. There's no doubt about that. That's 4 points out of 6 at home. Could have been 6, or should have been 6, but we'll certainly take confidence from that with the guys. We'll still be without Kerr. We've got him scanned during the week, so we'll need to get him in and see a specialist now to see what the next situation is regarding him. It's certainly it was positive news from the scan, so we might need a little tidy up in his knee. We'll see how Aidan is and recovers from that. Owen should be back with us. Hopefully he comes back injury free, and then that'll obviously bolster the squad. But again, we brought 2 young boys on, or come into the squad. Owen and Fraser have been doing great with the 18s, so not an issue to bring them in. It was nice to get Lance on. It's been a frustrating time for him as well, but just with the pressures of where we are at the moment, and points are at a premium, that we'd like to get the younger ones in and get them involved, but sometimes it's difficult to do that. But certainly we'll take confidence from this, because they're a tough side, and they go to Inverness last week and win, so that tells you how tough they are. So we'll certainly enjoy the weekend, but we'll certainly not be resting on our laurels, that's for sure. We'll get in and work really hard on Tuesday again, and we'll look forward to travelling at Steny, who have done remarkable this year under Gary. Obviously play tonight, and we'll maybe get a look at that game as well, and then we'll get, as a coaching staff, we'll get our heads together and see what the best way to approach the game for Saturday is.
Thank you. Well
Dear
done,
Brian.
Stuart.